Yeah. All right, all my gamer frangelos. Finally, I have some news to report on Mass Effect, one of the adaptations that I'm looking forward to the most, as Mass Effect is one of my all-time favorite game franchises. Finally, we have some new information to impart upon you, but before we get any deeper into that, don't forget to take a minute and like and subscribe. It really helps a brother out and it goes a long way.
Hurry! Close the door before they come back.
Amazon has confirmed that production for its live-action TV series is moving forward, with filming scheduled to begin in the fourth quarter of 2026. When I first read this, I read this wrong and I thought it said that they were going to be coming out in 2026. I was excited. But now looking at it again, their filming is going to begin near the end of 2026.
Dang it!
So by the end of next year sometime, they're going to start filming it. Considering how good Fallout was, I trust Prime now to make another good show, and The Boys is also a great show, and Invincible. But the series is being developed by Amazon MGM Studios and will be overseen by BioWare's Mike Gamble, former Marvel Heads producer Ari Arad, and Jessica Jones executive producer Kieran Zrick. Doug Jones, known for his work on Star Trek Beyond and Mindhunter, will serve as showrunner, while Daniel Casey, known for writing Fast and Furious 9 and 10 Cloverfield Lane, is set to write and executive produce the series. He has confirmed that the team has a great pilot script and series outline. Just for a quick recap, in June 2025, Doug Jones, known for his work on The Chief of War, that's the Apple TV show with Jason Momoa, was hired as the showrunner, marking a big step forward in the series development. He'll work alongside Casey on the project. Filming will likely start between October and December 2026. The current synopsis closely mirrors the plot of the original 2007 game, focusing on Commander Shepard stopping Saren and the Reapers. However, it remains unclear whether the series will be a direct adaptation of the game story or an original tale set within the expansive Mass Effect universe. The project itself was announced recently via an entertainment data provider, Production Weekly, which is a service that you would have to pay for if you wanted to look deeper into it. But on said Production Weekly webpage, there is a synopsis for the show as follows. In Mass Effect, Commander Shepard, an elite human soldier, must stop a rogue Spectre agent, Saren, who has allied with a deadly race of synthetic organic machines known as the Reapers. As Shepard uncovers a vast galactic conspiracy, they assemble a diverse team of aliens and humans aboard the starship Normandy. Together they race against time to prevent Saren from unleashing the Reapers and wiping out all advanced civilizations. So this is exactly the story of the first game, and it doesn't include the entire trilogy or just the first game, because you fight Saren at the end of the first game, so Saren's gone. So is this going to be just the first game? Are they going to adapt just that per season? Are they doing what Last of Us did and take one game and make it a season, and then game 2 is season 2? So it looks like it could be a one-to-one adaptation of their trilogy. This description itself just really seems like the first game. Every game there's a different antagonist, so in 2 it's more of the Reapers. The first Mass Effect is arguably my favorite game ever, but will the show incorporate some of its systems from the games? I don't see how that's a thing they can do, but the game is known for its Paragon and Renegade systems, where essentially you'd have a choice in a certain point of the game where you can make a good decision or a bad decision. How they would incorporate that into a show, who knows? This is all assuming that they're going to take the one-to-one cast as well, besides just Shepard and Saren. And also, is it going to be a male Shepard or a female Shepard? I wouldn't be surprised if they went the female route, because they just do that nowadays. At the same time, considering the project is in the early stages, the synopsis might just be a placeholder, because it almost looks like a copy and paste job from like Wikipedia or something. And so it could be actually placeholder, and the real show might introduce an original take to circumvent all these issues. It's going to be a while before we actually see this show is anywhere close to completion, considering they're going to be start filming at the end of next year. I mean, I don't know why it couldn't just be the end of this year, but you're telling us a year and a half ahead that you're going to start filming it? I mean, come on. You're kind of leading me on here a little bit, guys.
Balls.
But for all we know, Mass Effect 5 might come out before the show is even out. But the success of the Fallout adaptation has definitely set a new high bar for not just adaptations on Prime, but in general. I think studio is definitely going to aim to create another major hit in the sci-fi genre, and I'm really pulling for this one. They're essentially adapting one of my other very favorite. Fallout would be my number one favorite franchise, period. And now they're doing Mass Effect. I still love the Mass Effect universe, and I love the Mass Effect trilogy. I think it's the best trilogy in gaming, period. It's essentially one huge epic game over 3 different games. There's no other trilogy that compares, especially in terms of the fact that it is just one huge story told across 3 games. But speculating about the casting of Commander Shepard has the potential to involve some of the original voice actors, such as Jennifer Hale, who has expressed interest in returning to the role. Jennifer Hale is an iconic voice actress who's done a gazillion million roles. If you've ever looked up on her voice acting resume, it's huge. But she was the female version of Shepard in the games. If they were to put them in the show, they would likely do the same thing that like they did on Last of Us, where they'd have him in the show, but just as another side character. As it's hard to imagine the series picking a definitive decision for some of the game's big moments, like saving Ashley or Caden, or to save or sacrifice the Cancel. Same time, so much of Mass Effect's appeal remains in its characters, especially your companion characters. If this was to end up being an original story, fans could feel shortchanged if a favorite like Liara, Garrus, or Rex, and it's almost hard for people to pick their favorite. I would probably go with Garrus. How can you not love Garrus as a companion? But Liara is also great as well. Those are usually, I think, most people's favorites, I think. But if I had to pick one, I'd pick Garrus.
You know me, I always like to savor the last shot before popping the heatsink.
But there was a tease back in 2021 where The Witcher star Henry Cavill teased his involvement in earlier incarnation of the Mass Effect series. There's no truth to the fact that the former Superman is still attached, even though this was in 2021. There was an image of him on Instagram that he posted, and there was a script kind of just in front of the camera. I think it's him taking a picture of the script while he's sitting there getting his Witcher wig put on. But it was definitely a huge tease when you actually look at the image itself. His quote in that picture is "secret project or just a handful of paper with random words on it. Guess you'll have to wait and see." Now, this is 2021. I mean, it's 4 years ago. Could he still be involved after that long a time? Who knows? I do know that he is pretty hardcore on doing a Warhammer type thing, which is kind of his passion project. Could see him not being involved anymore. GamePressure.com actually used a program called Focus Magic to remove the blur and clear the image, and words such as Cerberus, Tylazora, and Geth appeared, which are all characters and creatures from the Mass Effect world. IGN themselves also use Focus Magic to fix the image and to confirm that those words do appear.
Let's get moving.
There is zero confirmation on any casting whatsoever. So far, all we have is a writer and a director, and it sounds like they're getting a good crew together. Once again, this is another adaptation that I'm really looking forward to, and it looks like they're going in the right direction. I mean, with Fallout, I knew that Jonathan Nolan was a huge fan of the games. So in this case, is someone like Daniel Casey or Doug Jung, are they huge fans of the games as well? Hopefully, because it really feels like that's become an important part of getting a great adaptation, is to have someone involved who's really passionate about the games and not just someone who's given the job or someone who for them is just another project. But until all that, we really don't have any more information beyond the fact that it's going to start filming at the end of 2026 and they have a team put together. And so far, the story details are either completely going to be game one or a brand new story, because that synopsis I found could easily just be a placeholder. So all of that remains to be seen right now. We have another year and a half before they even start production. But more and more exceptional game series are being adapted, and later this year we have another Mortal Kombat movie coming out that I'm looking forward to. I think that's going to be good. Twisted Metal is just about to wrap up tomorrow with its last 3 episodes, and I'm really enjoying season 2 of Twisted Metal. I'm going to keep telling people to watching it, because if you're not, you're missing out on just a good show, regardless If you even are a fan of the games or a gamer at all, just watch the show. It's a fun show. It's an entertaining show. So now I'm done saying the word show a lot. Once again, don't forget to take a moment to like and subscribe, as it does help a brother out. But beyond all of that, don't forget to keep gaming.